If weight loss suddenly feels harder after 40, you're not broken. There's a reason why. And it's not what the diet industry tells you. Your hormones have shifted. Your stress load increases. You have to find you again. And if I can do it, so can you. What's up, ladies? My name is Rosie, and I make content for women over 40 to finally accept themselves as they are and to rebuild their self-image, confidence, and style they have been missing so that they can look in the mirror and feel proud again without needing to lose a single pound. Let's do this. Here's the truth. Your body isn't resisting you. Your metabolism isn't failing you. Your worthiness isn't slipping. The real reason weight loss feels harder is because your hormones have shifted. This was something that was not top of mind when I was going through this. I had symptoms like, the brain fog, being tired, but until the hot flashes started, that is what made me know that I was in perimenopause. And once I started digging into that and, seeing that the tiredness, the brain fog, not wanting to do things were, not just on me. It was a transition that I was going through, and I had to adjust. All of those things plays a part of my weight. Being an over 40 woman. Now, we definitely still have to do our part, right? Because we can't still eat at the same rate, we was before. I had to adjust, right? I had to adjust my portion sizes. That was something that I never had to worry about before. Because if you are new to this channel, I didn't have a problem with my weight until I was in my 40s. So this was new. Then having to deal with perimenopause symptoms and all of this stuff. It was just like a lot going on. But we do have to, realize, and like I said, give ourselves grace, because our hormones play a huge part in this. Can this be controlled? Absolutely, right? Can we get to where we want to be? Absolutely, if we want to, right? Can we accept our bodies as it is, as we work towards that, if that is our choice? Absolutely. But again, we have to realize the things that we are battling against. Because if you are like me, I did not know that these symptoms are playing a part in me reaching my goal. And I know I am not the only person that is going through this, that you feel the same way. And you may not know this. So I'm sharing it with you because a lot of times we don't know that our hormones are, really has a effect on us getting to where we need to be. Your stress load increases. For many of us, we are climbing that corporate ladder, and that comes with stress. We are not the individual contributors anymore, but we are now in the C-suites. We are now the managers. So that comes with day-to-day stress. Also, at this stage of life, we have college-bound kids, right? College-bound, or they're in college, or what? Sometimes we have multiple kids in college. That is stressful. That can lead to us feeling overwhelmed with the financial responsibilities that we now have, in sending off our kids to get educated. All of this, your career, kids, all of that plays a part in you wanting to, all of this plays a part in you having the energy and the capacity to look out for yourself. You know, we have to remember that the train stops if we don't take care of ourselves. So we have to keep that in the forefront of our brain, that we have to be okay. We have to build up our confidence in order to keep this show on the road. Your lifestyle responsibilities grow. How many of us are taking care of our parents now? That wasn't something that, we were doing 10 years ago. That is something additionally on our plate that has changed how we show up because we have, that now responsibilities. How about starting a business? I'm raising both of my hands for that. That is a different lifestyle that I now have to adjust to. It's no more just going to work and it ends there. That interrupts everything because this now is spilling over into every aspect of my life, right? I don't have the time that I once had because that random time that I could sit there and watch Netflix, no, I'm shooting videos like I'm doing now. All of those things change, us and play a part in how we show up, how that affects us being good to ourselves, right? Your body demands partnership, not punishment. I only have this one body. I can't go buy another one. Yes, I could, make some updates and corrections to this, but you only have this one vessel that you're given. So with that, grace is needed. Patience is needed. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is getting to, where you want to be. But it all starts with acceptance, right? Building that confidence to say, I can do that. That it's not all loss, that I'm not where I want to be. 5 women that walk down the street, 4 of them feel the same way. They don't like something about their body, and that's okay. But you can build your confidence one day at a time to say, I am becoming that woman that I want to be. That my body is going to get there. That's what I used to say to myself once I transitioned over to speaking positively to myself, to building my confidence and my self-esteem. With that, my style got back to normal, right? I was able to dress this body the way I used to and construct the way I used to. Because why? Even though my confidence took a dip, I was able to get it back. And if I can do it, so can you. And here is where most women get stuck. They try to force a body that is changing to behave like a body that is 25 years old. For years, I did that. I tried the same routines that worked in my 20s and 30s. And it just didn't work for me. Through all the frustration, all of that, it made me not want to continue. It made me want to give up. I did give up. I kept trying the same routines that I was successful at in my 20s and 30s. And they did not provide me with 0 results, but frustration. I was so frustrated because that's all I knew. It's crazy when I think back on it, like it's insanity. Keep trying the same tricks and things that work, but it's no longer serving you. Until one day it clicked. Girl, you are in another stage of life, which requires you to do something different. And that's when I became unstuck. I had to find a new way to get those same results, because what I could not do was lose myself forever. and just stay in that same place. I needed my confidence back. I needed to walk like I used to walk. And I just couldn't stop until I was her again. You have to find her again. You have to find you again. That's why you feel exhausted, defeated, and disconnected. I know, because I struggled the same way. And all it did was to steal my joy. When I learned to work with my body and not fight against it, everything changed. And that's the method I teach in the Body Acceptance Breakthrough. And the first step to getting you back is to take Is Your Inner Critic Running the Show assessment. The link is down below. Once you get her in check, that inner critic, everything else will fall into place. Here is one shift you can use immediately. Replace "How do I lose weight?" with "How can I become healthier?" With that, you will start making better choices, food choices, exercising, weightlifting, because that is definitely something us women over 40 need to start incorporating, lifting weights. And you will be amazed that changing that language right there will help you get on the right path to achieving your goal. DM me healthy over on IG, and I will send you a short prompt to help you get started. You are not failing. You are evolving. Let me show you how to evolve with your body and not against it. Well, that's all I have. As I always leave you, we have 20 to 30 good summers left, and we are not going to waste them. Until next time, bye-bye. Want more clarity and confidence? Then don't stop here. Your breakthrough starts with one scan. Take the free Is Your Inner Critic Running the Show assessment and see where you really stand.